Alright, y'all, so part two. Sorry, I had to look at some stuff. I know y'all wasn't here. I know I got a habit of doing that. I'm sorry. So in here are most of the dry ingredients so far. The flour, well, not most of them, just the flour. For what I'm making, I use 2 cups of flour. Um, the flour, it say use like a tablespoon of sugar. So that's about, I kind of add that too. I'm about to do, there's a half a teaspoon of baking powder. I mean baking soda. I'm sorry, baking soda. The baking powder has four teaspoons. I mean 2 teaspoons. So I'm gonna use 4 of these because I don't feel like going looking in the drawer for all my other little ones. So this is a half. So if I use 4 of these, that's 2. So 1, 2. That makes 1. 2. Okay. That makes 2 teaspoons. Alright, so these are all the dry ingredients. I'm doing this with my little spoon thing. I'm just mixing it up. So what the only wet thing you have to put in here is an egg and a buttermilk. But for me, y'all know I gotta be extra all the time. So I'm gonna put some vanilla extract in there. And I don't know what it is about almond extract. I just love it. So I put shit in a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna put some almond extract in there as well. I'm gonna go check on these strawberries because they just a summer rat. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm about to do the hoodest shit ever. I don't care. Y'all know. People always ask me, like, when I'm down here in Georgia, right? So if I tell them I'm from Philly, they be like, well, what part? You know, only Philly motherfuckers will ask you what part, and we will know if you lying. So I'll tell them it depends on what day it is. If I was at my mom's house, then yes, I was up top in West Oak Lane. If I was at my father's house, yes, I was up top in Mount Airy. But if I was at my grandmother's, where I love to be, I was at 29th and Jefferson. You can believe it all day. So when people ask, like, where you from, I'ma always say North Philly first. Even though my address was 1302 72nd Avenue. I don't give a damn. 29th Street is my home. So let me tell y'all the hood shit I just did. We've been here for some good amount of months, right? But because me and Mook don't require a lot, because she be at work all the time, and before all this craziness was going on, I was either at work, at school all the time too. So we had to do a lot of cooking. So it's still bins and shit in my garage that we ain't unpacked. And now that my ignorant ass want to start cooking again, I'm realizing the shit that I need in my kitchen ain't in here. So I'm going to look for a mixing bowl, right? Bitch, I don't know where none of my bowls at. Aside for the bowls that we use to put our food in, like at the end of the night, the little storage bowls, or if we taking it to work or whatever. I'm gonna tell you what I do. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, y'all, Nikki don't play with y'all. These are all the dry ingredients for the pancake mix. Because I ain't want to blend them up in the Ninja yet, because I just want to make sure, because I want to be able to watch the consistency, right? But I swear to God, I'm about to pour this buttermilk and everything else in this damn pan and stir it up before I put it in this damn blender. Whatever. Don't judge me, judge your mom. I'll be right back. Alright, figure it out. I put the stuff, what I did was I stood here and mixed up the dry ingredients to make sure they was all incorporated together. So I'm gonna put them in my other Ninja cup. Right. Yo, guess what I just did? The dumbest shit ever. So I'm about to pour this back. That's why. Because I ain't put the goddamn blade on here. So I'm going to have to rinse this out and put the blade on there. I'll be right back. Listen, might just be all the way real. I'm going to let y'all know when I fuck up and everything. Sorry. Alright, I'm back. I put the blade in there because it's just easier. So, I was thinking about we first moved down here, and it was just me and Molly in 2013. Him and who's become one of my children. He is my godson. TV, and Fonzo. I used to always cook, and I had got into baking. I got back into it while I was there, cause then I wasn't working on anything. I was just home. It was in the beginning when the doctor first was saying, "Oh, my sickle cell was too bad and I need to stay in the house." Kiss my ass. I'm outside every day now. Well, not right now, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So, TZ and Molly would always, like, if I would make muffins and stuff, I let the motherfuckers cool. I come back in the kitchen, these niggas done ate the tops off the fucking muffins because they ignorant like that. When I'm trying to make cupcakes and stuff, I come back, they done ate the cupcakes, they in the icing. And I miss TZ because his car and stuff is not working. And what would be funny is, even after we moved, whenever I would be cooking, somehow when the food almost got done, TZ be walking in the door. Come to find out, Book would be calling TZ on the phone like, "Mommy almost finished cooking." So when the food almost get done, I'd be like, "Hey son, you always do that right on time." These niggas was plotting against me, okay? As soon as he hear I'm cooking, here he come. All right, so this is buttermilk. I made this buttermilk yesterday because of the chicken that I fried. I made some buttermilk fried chicken. I made that yesterday. That was what was left, so that's what I'm using for this. I'm gonna crack these eggs, put the buttermilk in, put the almond and vanilla in there, whip it up on the Ninja. I'll be right back. Oh, and I meant to tell y'all I'm gonna use two eggs. I use natural organic eggs now. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm real picky about my eggs. I'm gonna tell y'all why. I got this from Martha Ann. My grandma, God rest her soul, been 30 years. Oh Lord, it don't feel like 30 years. I was 7 months pregnant with Cole when my grandmother died, and way in another country, so I had to fly all the way over here against doctor's orders. Y'all know me, I'm so fucking hard-headed. But when I was younger, I made eggs for my grandmother, right? If anybody ever wonder why I be so ignorant, so rude, well, tell the truth so maybe rudely, I'm gonna say I got it from her. So I was about 8 or 9. I told the story before. I made her some scrambled eggs, right? I fucked them eggs up. They was horrible. And my grandmother ain't had no problems with saying, "These are terrible." That always stuck with me, and that's why I'm so picky about my eggs. So I might cook with certain eggs, but I won't eat certain eggs. Like for me, even these organic eggs, I don't like these to eat. But I love Eggland's Best eggs. That's what I love to eat. Something about them, for me, I don't know if it's mental or whatever, but when I eat regular eggs, I don't feel well after. But when I eat them, I'm just fine. So these are organic eggs, and I hate even saying organic shit because we don't know if they're giving us organic shit or not. And what the fuck does it really mean? Like, did the chicken lay them? Or did y'all make them? That's not the, I don't know. I'll be back. All right, y'all, so I got everything in here. Let's check it, because when we took that little break, after I blended it a little bit is when I dropped in the almond and vanilla flavor. Let's see what it looked like. All right, come on, pancake batter. Can y'all see? Wait a minute. Oh shit. Y'all know I can work any movie camera, but when it comes to these phones, I be fucking up shit. This pancake batter is nice. Oh, and not only did I put the oh my god, y'all, this shit smells so good. Cole, y'all gotta come down here and smell this. This batter smells so good. You know how when you were a kid, you just want to eat the batter when your mom making cake and stuff? I just want to stick my finger in this batter. I'm not going to because I actually want to have like a small pancake or whatever. This shit smells so good. But yeah, I added a couple drops of vanilla and almond into my strawberry sauce. Can y'all see it bubbling? So yeah. So I'm gonna just let the pancake batter rest and stuff like that. Cause Mook and Asia, they're not up yet anyway. So it'll be made for when they ready to eat. But child, our bitches in this kitchen. You know what? I know what make Mook get up. I'm about to put some beef bacon in the oven. Y'all know it's hard as shit to get beef bacon down here unless we buy it in the pack. But when I went to the farmer's market the other day, the farmer's market, the Cab farmer's market has a lot of halal stuff in there. Oh God, won't they do it? So they have beef bacon. So the other day, I had to get me some beef bacon. Because y'all know, I'm so used to being able to get up and just go to the poppy store down the street or something and get them to cut us a pound of beef bacon and get it popping. Down here, it is not that simple. Most people don't even know what the hell beef bacon is. Like, and it's cool, but I know that'll get cool ass up. So I'm about to put some beef bacon in the oven, and we will catch y'all back once we start making these pancakes. Okay? All right, love y'all.